Hi, this morning I'd like to talk about our 50th anniversary trip to Hawaii. And it was quite some time since I made an overseas trip. I don't know how many years already passed from the last trip. The one I remember is 25th anniversary. We went to mostly Canada, and after that I don't remember if I went somewhere. But anyway, to Hawaii, we used to we do not have to get the visa to America. For example, 25th anniversary, I said went to Hawaii, but before that we went to San Francisco and Las Vegas, I forgot. But anyway, we went in the United States of America, but I don't remember I got or I applied the visa to go into the United States of America. But this time, instead of formal visa, we need to get the ESTA, I guess ESTA, electronic system for travel authorization or something, we need. And I applied on the network, and it was easier than I expected, and we got them for me and for my wife. And also for the suitcase, we need to get the transport security administration or something, which means we cannot lock the suitcase. If we want to lock, we need to purchase the suitcase with the this transport security authorization TSA lock. That means in the United States side, they can open with the aikagi, master key, freely to inspect the inside. But for other security, we can lock. The lock is a lock. TSA is a lock. Nobody else cannot open the suitcase other than this inspector. Anyway, this one was what I learned before we went. Okay. After that, to the Hawaii, because of the Henseihu, it take 7.5 hours, and on the way back to Japan, because of this against wind, it takes 9 hours. But what I thought, the first thing I thought is we left the central what is that? Tube Kokusai Kuko about 10:30, and was it 10:30? I forgot. Anyway, in the evening, it is 10 o'clock or 10:30, around that p.m. And we arrived there after 7.5 half-hour flight. We arrived Honolulu airport in the morning about 10 o'clock. But anyway, it is actually 7.5 hours almost. And since, when we left Japan, it was almost night. But, in about 1 hour later, we were served kinaishoku supper. And then, we cannot sleep directly, and we spent watching the video, news, pictures, information, and so forth. And I spent almost 5 hours, and then we have to get ready. Oh, before that, the morning breakfast, very easy breakfast was served, and between them we were served 2 or 3 times drink. So after all, cannot sleep. During the flight there was 3 or 4 times announcement, particularly as soon as we left, and before to land the Honolulu, there was so many, maybe 2 or 3 times announcement. And on the way, because this supper and breakfast, announcement is cold. I don't know. But anyway, there is not time to sleep. Well, maybe for the young people, or if they have 1-2 hours, they can sleep. But I cannot. My wife also was not able to sleep. So without almost any sleep, maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then we landed on the Honolulu airport, and the new day will begin. That means our the sleeping time lost. We have to spend 2 days, in Japan 1 day, and 5 or 10 minutes sleep, then another day will begin. And this is very, very hard for our age. And I had a backache, and I didn't feel myself. And that is one thing I would like to talk about. So maybe this is the last time to fly to overseas, or maybe, if there is no time difference, that means if we go to Indonesia, Singapore, Indonesia, Australia, New Zealand, the time difference is only 1 hour, 2 hours. That is okay. But if we go to Europe, America, this is very, very difficult for our age. And that's one thing. And the other thing is, although 5 days, but only 3 nights, because transportation, go and back is 1 day each. So in the Honolulu, Hawaii, we have 3 days, and the first day is only the preparation day. We were guided after landed. We were guided in a different hotel, and we were explained the tours we how do you say, the yoyaku booked, and how we get there, when we get there, what time we get there, and so forth. That is the half day, and then after a half day we spent in our hotel and went out for the supper snack, and next day will begin. The next day, around the Hawaii tour, it says, we took off very early morning, that is 7:50. We got to we get the point, picking up point. Actually, it was behind our hotel, but it was so difficult to find or locate for myself, And we went around and we were served lunch, and it was the trip from the Diamond Head, which is the east, and we up from there all trip was only mostly from the bus, not actually we go up to approach to the Diamond Head, not something like that. We just watch from the bus, or get off, and from the hill we watch down the beach, 2 or 3 beaches, and then we go up to the north area. First, the east area is, if I'm correct, it's industrial area, and the north is farmer area, and then we come down to the area, army or navy, military force area, and in that area there was Nannoki. It's a Hitachi commercial song, and a very big umbrella type tree, but at that time the rain was so heavy, and the guide said, if we go there, the ground is nukarumi, but if you want to go, we can go. As if she doesn't want to go there. So we skipped that and came back to hotel about 4 o'clock. So all day, my wife and I said it was not a good hotel, even if it is a fine day. It was nothing. So the second day, the first tour we took was was it the second day, the first half, it was a submarine tour, and so we got in the submarine and went under sea, maybe 3-meter or 50-meter deep, and watched the fish, a lot of fish, but not colorful. It was as if black and white world, It's not a beautiful scenery, and we were not satisfied. My wife said it was not what I expected, she said. And in the evening, we attended to the cruises, what? I forgot the name of the tour, but anyway, in a big ship. Capacity, it says 1,500 people, and I guess 1,000 passengers got on, like us, the basement, and we were on the second floor, and the third floor was 5 stairs. We were 3 stairs, and we took dinner, in a round one table, 3 pairs. Our pair, and next to me was a newly married couple, and left side my wife, and the other couple was maybe around 50. So 20s, and we 70s and 50s, a couple at the one table, and those table maybe I counted. Wait. How do I stop? I don't know. はい。いや、事務所ってどちらへおかけですか？ホワイト急便？Sorry about that. It was a wrong number, telephone. Anyway, where was I? I counted, roughly speaking, the number of the table. Half and the table was, 1, 2, 3, 4, and maybe 10. 4 by 10, 40, and one more half, 80 by 6, 80 by 6, about 500. Yeah, I guess, on that day, on the ship, there was about 1,000, the base, the first floor's people also, and the third floor, I guess how large, maybe our is the biggest, the widest area, so maybe altogether 1,000 or a little more than 1,000, and we begin from the audible or welcome, how do you say, the alcohol, and audible, crackers, cheese and crackers, and then big lobsters. It was so big, and I was almost full, and after that there was a steak, and I couldn't finish it up. Well, the other couples, they were able to finish, but we weren't. Both my wife and I left over, and and finish is of course dessert. But what we were most impressed is there was the ukulele, guitars, maybe 3 or 4 players, how do you say, the band in the center, and also they shows the dance and sing, and we were most impressed was the latter half. We were almost finished with the eating and drinking. From that time they started, they cheered up or involved us. From the beginning, we were asked to stand up and clap our hands or something, and then they said, like what do you call that, folk dance. We hand over the other person's shoulder and we make a very, very big round circle, and just like a folk dance. Then it was not so long, and then they started twist, swim, all kinds of the dance, and everybody was so happy, laughing. That was so good. And those, a lot of the male and females, how do you say, the waiter and waitress, all of them was just entertained. They were so good to welcome us, to make us join, and make a big festival. And I was so much impressed. This was the first time, I saw so many places, something like this, Indonesia, yes, and in Malaysia, Singapore, but this was the best I have experienced. And I would say this was the highlight of our tours. It was nothing like this welcome dinner party where we were supposed to look at the Hanabi fireworks from the boat. Boat was slowly moving around, but it wasn't nothing. But this festival on the boat was the best, and I am truly, affirmatively recommend you, anyone, to attend this cruises. I forgot the name, but anyway, it is one of the tour, and I guess it is the best one. That's all.